Alright guys, welcome to the very first Specialcast that we're going to be doing. This is going to be the little spin-off ones that we do. When these do come out, they will be Wednesdays at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. But other than that, they aren't going to be entirely fixed. These are just going to be whenever something big is coming up or whenever we have to do something more centralized on a topic that might not have to do with gaming or might take too long to do on the main podcast. We're going to be doing these. This one is going to be focused with Avengers coming out next month. John absolutely loves the MCU.
It's alright.
And so he wanted to go ahead and do this, and I'm totally down with it. So John, you're a lot more versed in that than I am, so take it away.
I am. So with Endgame on the horizon here, there's a lot of speculation about what exactly is going to happen. And I've been keeping up with it very frequently here. And I like a lot of the fan theories.
Real quick, this is also technically a spoiler cast. So if you have not seen any of these yet, please, he will be referencing a ton of stuff that will already have happened up to this point. So from this point forward, you've been warned, spoilers.
A lot of callbacks here, yeah. Thank you for pointing that out. So spoiler alert.
So let's just get down to it. What do you got on your mind, John? I know you're obviously ready for this. So what do you got going on? What's brewing in there?
Oh, I'm so excited. I can't even begin to describe. Endgame. Endgame is on the horizon. And it's looks to be very well done. I'm very happy that the Russo brothers are delivering this to us. I was excited when I first heard that they were going to do Infinity War, but I had my apprehension because it was a huge story to undertake, and there's a multitude of characters that have to be accounted for, and hearing Brolin cast as Thanos, I was like, really? Well, we'll see. So I went in with a grain of salt, and I was not disappointed. And that is what I'm taking to Endgame. I have high hopes. I don't think it's going to be bad. I think it's going to be very good. This has been a long time coming. You know, we're going on 11 years now of the...
I think 11.
Yeah.
11.
But,
we could just be very wrong and then everyone will correct us.
Yeah, we'll hear about it in the comments, I'm sure. But it's going to be great. So, that's just been kicking around in my mind. I've been going over a lot of the fan theories, what's going to happen, who's going to die, who's going to come back. My own take, from what I've come to understand, like how the certain actors want to continue or not continue, I think Iron Man legit might die. Like, this could be Tony Stark's last film.
Do you think this is why they're doing it this way, aside being... I mean, is this actually based off the arc of a comic, this story, or is this completely standalone?
This is completely left of center because, there's a lot of articles missing, we don't have Adam Warlock, for one, which was hinted at the end of Guardians 2, which is great. I got super fucking stoked when, I forget her name, said, I'll call him Adam, and they show that pod that Adam gestates in. And, with Infinity War, he's the one who resolves all this, but we don't have that yet, so they have to take it another course, of course.
Oh, right. But do you think that's why they're doing the movie this way, to get rid of the actors who are probably not going to continue?
I think so. In the classic, like whenever DC does like a crisis, it's to clean up storylines.
What about Terrence Howard?
Who? I think it's more than logical to assume that they're going to try and trim some of the fat, if you will. Because there's rumors that Chris Evans doesn't want to be Cap anymore. I don't know if Sebastian Stan would take over that role. That'd be interesting. I personally think that since they're going in a cosmic direction with the release of Captain Marvel and the recent acquisition of Fox, good job. Give us a good Fantastic Four for once. I'll take a nice Doctor Doom.
And X-Men?
X-Men?
Did they get X-Men also?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Good.
Of course. That's crazy. I haven't...
you can only imagine the dollar signs that were involved in that to make that deal happen, because
hundreds of millions of them.
Fox just bastardized both franchises so much simply because of the objective of dollar bills that I just thought they were never going to give it up because they're just worth so damn much.
Mm-hmm. Especially in today's market. That's why we had that terrible Fantastic Four film, or Fan Four Stick.
Yeah.
Just awful. None of them have been great so far. But I think they're going to try and focus more on Thor.
What was... I'm sorry. Getting off topic one last time.
Yeah,
well, at least for now. What was better? Jessica Alba Fantastic Four or Michael B. Jordan Fantastic Four?
No. Yeah, see, that's the thing, is that you have... Both of these have great casts. Kate Mara, she's a great actress. I don't like Miles Teller, but he's a good actor. Wes Bentley could have been a fantastic Doctor Doom, and he wasn't bad, but they were wasted on, like you said, studios needed to produce something to keep hold of these rights, and they just wanted to make a quick buck.
Yeah.
So that was the subject of that. And that was terrible, because Michael B. Jordan's a fantastic actor. I love that guy. He's great. But as I was saying, they're going cosmic, so focus more on Thor. Maybe have him go off with the Guardians the way Tony did in the comic. That'd be pretty cool. They already had that interaction in the first Infinity War, and that chemistry was great. On that note, I'm very stoked that James Gunn has been reinstated.
Oh, that's so good. I'm really, really happy about that.
Good fucking job there, Disney.
I honestly, because, and I don't want to get political, but because of the climate of some things, I was very surprised.
Same.
If that's fair to say.
Yeah, I was not shocked, but it's like, wow, okay. I'm glad you're taking a...
Because not many people have that happen to them and then come back.
Yeah, you don't get to come back, yeah.
That's usually rest in peace.
But I'm glad they're signing with the actual fans as opposed to just taking a moral stance, if you will. Excuse me.
Yeah. I think y'all know what we mean. Because saying that in itself could be problematic, yeah, but you guys know.
Yeah, we'll leave it at that. So happy the Guardians are coming back.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm also excited for his Suicide Squad. That's going to be interesting. I think we could finally have good DCEU movies. Getting off topic, talking about a Marvel. That's 3 DC mentions.
In Avengerscast. Hell yeah.
No, so I'm really hyped to see where Phase 4 goes. Because Captain Marvel was pretty good. It was a nice origin story for Carol. Brie Larson did a good job. It was cool to see Coulson back and young Fury. And I'm glad she's going to be in Endgame. I assume there's going to be the big fight scene with her and Thanos.
I was going to say, so I really don't know. I mean, I know who Captain Marvel is because, I mean, I was roommates with Mario for so long. Of course, I know about comics, even if I didn't really directly be involved in them.
Yeah.
Captain Marvel, is she... I mean, obviously the way the movie's setting it up, she's going to be the catalyst, the thing that they needed to start this, movement against Thanos.
Yeah.
Well, is she that OP? Has she always been that OP? Or is she like... I mean... Because with Thanos, they're already painting as being super OP. So if they need someone like her, I would assume that she's the shit then.
Yeah, well, to touch on both of those, Thanos is one of the strongest characters in the Marvel universe.
Doomsday or Thanos? Who would be stronger? Still Thanos?
Doomsday, Superman's villain?
Yeah.
I'm going to DC again.
I had to do it.
Thanos by far. Doomsday's on the same level as the Destroyer from Thor.
Okay.
I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, fans. He could be stronger, but that's how he always struck me.
Yeah, Mario, hit us up if you listen to the podcast.
But Thanos is ridiculously strong. In fact, this comic that came out, I think it was last year, he kills the universe. Like he's the last living being. Him and the Cosmic Ghost Rider, your boy Frank Castle. Yep. And I think he goes by the name of the Fallen One.
My canceled boy.
My boy Norrin Rad, fucking Silver Surfer. I
don't know why when you said that, I thought of Norman Reedus.
I would love Norman Reedus as the Silver Surfer. That'd be great.
On a motorcycle with a crossbow, but silver.
With silver.
What is Silver Surfer? Mercury? What is he made out of?
I would assume.
That's how uneducated I am, everyone. Is he actually? Yeah, but that doesn't always correlate.
Yeah, that's true. Because
Superman isn't always
have
super.
The properties of Mercury when it's lit.
DC again.
But he's imbued with the power cosmic, and he's not envoy. We'll say envoy for now, but he's the herald. He's the herald of Galactus.
Okay.
So he just basically goes to a planet and be like, hey, my guy's coming and he's going to eat all your stuff.
Oh, that's another one. I keep derailing your shit, but
that's cool.
Galactus versus Thanos.
Oh,
because Galactus is painted as pretty.
He is
powerful too.
Funny you bring that up because in the actual comic of Infinity War, Galactus, the Celestials, was it Agony and Ecstasy or like Hate and Love? But basically all of these like conceptual beings in the Marvel Universe, like Entity, like
right.
the one that is everything. They all come together to try and fight Thanos after he gathers all the stones, and they just get fucking laid out. Like Thanos just destroys everyone.
Wow, even them, huh?
Yeah. So as a 1-to-1, I don't know if Thanos could beat Galactus because Thanos is pretty strong. Like he's just naturally
without the stones. Is he still strong?
Yeah, he's a beater. That's why I appreciate that part in Infinity War where he takes it to the Hulk, and he's not even trying, but. It's cool because Hulk is just a straight brawler, and Thanos, actually has fighting style. He knows what he's doing.
Mm-hmm.
But we got hella derailed. What were we talking about? Oh, so, God, it's been so long since I read. I don't recall the part Captain Marvel actually played in Infinity War. She might have been one of the ones who was disappeared. As for what she's going to do in Endgame, I'm sure she's going to, there's going to be a little toe-to-toe moment. Because basically I don't think it's been stated in the MCU, but what they both wield is the power cosmic, which is what Galactus uses, Silver Surfer, that's what it is.
The really strong ones?
Yeah, it's the Force, essentially.
Okay.
Yeah. So, I'm sure there will be a moment where she goes head-to-head and he beats her, and then yada, yada, yada.
And she needs everyone else still.
Yeah, the big thing about Infinity War, what you learn... And what makes Thanos such a captivating character is that he's not just your typical villain, alright, I'm going to come here and destroy things. Like, he has motivation.
I'm going to beat you up.
Yeah. Mom said knock you out. And the thing that made it one of my favorite comics of all time is that Thanos is his own worst enemy. I don't remember if it's Infinity War or one of the later ones in the Infinity Crusade, but there's a part where Adam Warlock's talking to him, and he basically says, "You are the reason you lose. You've had victory in your hands 3 times, and you've let it slip. You lose because you feel you don't deserve it."
Good day, sir. You lose.
Yeah. So Thanos is like, I don't know, he's a little not emo, but he's got a lot.
Cut my life. Patience.
Flagged. One thing I think would be cool in Endgame, and would be a complete 180, fucking out of nowhere, is if they put Annihilus into the movie. Annihilus is a big baddie in the Marvel Universe, and he actually does show up in the Infinity War comic, but as kind of as an aside, like it's a B story to the main thing. He just.
Do you think that'd be too complicated for them to put in now to explain who the hell is this?
Well, the MCU's never been great about introducing villains, I will say that.
That's true. They just kind of appear out of nowhere, or they're already, quote-unquote, established already.
Mm-hmm.
They have to assume that the majority of people who are seeing this who've never read a comic in their life
exactly,
know who this is already.
Like 85% of the audience. You
Yeah.
You go because you're invested in the MCU,
right?
Not necessarily because you read Marvel comics.
It's kind of interesting how they've blended both audiences together like that.
Hey man, comics are the great uniter. Everyone loves a good superhero story.
That works.
It'd be cool, but I don't think it's going to happen.
Right.
I would love to see it.
That's on the wish list.
Yeah. But going back to the original topic, talking about Endgame and what I think is going to happen, what could happen, is one of the fan theories is that they're going to touch on how Ant-Man escapes from the quantum realm, and in that's how they're going to end up defeating Thanos. So they think, the theory is that he goes into one of the time portals that Michelle Pfeiffer mentions in Ant-Man and Wasp.
Right, because at the end of that one... So, okay, I'm really confused with the timeline sometimes, and you can probably answer this for me and actually clarify that.
Yeah.
In that scene at the end of Ant-Man, when, they're all fucking around with the thing, and he goes inside, and then all of a sudden...
Yep.
So, that's all taking place when Thanos did that, and then that happened when because they were all turned into the ash or whatever the fuck that is, right?
I went stupid nerd on this.
Okay, go for it. Yeah, please.
I actually worked
because I was so confused about timeline.
Yeah, no, I actually worked out like the timeline of Infinity War based on like the position of the sun in New York at certain periods.
Nice.
So Infinity War, the movie, takes place over a period of about 2.5 days, which I always had. Kind of, I understand it's it's on the West Coast, and Ant-Man, you couldn't really tie it in that quick because I'm sure filming was already done at that point. But at the time when Ant-Man disappears, there's no panic and no mention of the attack on New York because a spaceship just comes in the middle of Manhattan and starts breaking shit. Right. So there's no sense of urgency from Scott's part. They're just focusing on going into the quantum realm. Now, we don't know how long after the end of the Ant-Man movie proper that the spoiler takes place. But, so when that happens, that's day 2 of Infinity War. And he snaps and they're gone. That's Thanos is in Wakanda. And, that's after the battle there.
Right.
Yeah. That had me wondering. Like, as soon as I saw that, why was Scott unaffected? Is it simply because he's one of the 50% that Thanos didn't think away?
Or is it because he was in the quantum realm?
Exactly.
That's what I would do. That would be... If I had to choose a theory, that would be my theory.
Yeah, so that's the big assumption there, is that it's because he's in the quantum realm, and for some reason, the infinity power doesn't reach there.
Which would make really no sense, kind of, other than narrative-wise, but I guess they're just going to kind of just say that it doesn't, but maybe they'll explain it.
I'm thinking they're going to flesh it out with Endgame, because they'll tie that into how he escapes, and if the Avengers can go in, like, so there's that scene where all of them are walking in their white, red, and blue, like space-looking suits.
Right.
That they're going to go into some kind of vessel to go into the quantum realm, to go back in time to, essentially shoot baby Hitler.
Okay, yeah.
As to what effect that'll produce, I'm not sure. That's why I hate whenever they put time travel into a story.
Right, because it kind of fucks everything up.
It derails everything. You have
it's
so
also
much
such
to connect.
It's also such a cop-out almost sometimes.
It's a cheap narrative device. It really is, unless it's done well.
Which I guess maybe if anyone will, maybe the studio will.
Yeah, because, I mean, Doctor Who.
Yeah, Doctor Who will join the Marvel Universe.
Doctor Strange did it well in his movie, where he sets up the little, the time stone.
Right, Sherlock.
To fuck with Dormammu. That's great. That's one of my favorite
Dormammu!
scenes.
I love that so much!
In all of the MCU. That right there. Perfect.
Dormammu, I've come to bargain!
Yeah. It's beautiful, man.
God damn it, you piece of shit. Stop this.
Fine, I guess I'll leave.
It's annoying, though.
You're right. Yeah, that's it. He just annoyed a god to death.
So great. All right, so where were we? Okay, let's reel it back. So Ant-Man, dust in quantum realm. Where's this going?
Yeah,
all that.
So how he escapes? Probably uses a time portal to somehow get out, or I don't know, because the way they're painting Scott is he can manipulate the quantum realm almost himself. He can use the Pym particles to an unforeseen degree, except I guess with Janet, because Janet has that ability to just use quantum energy.
Damn it, Janet.
Which is okay. I didn't think about that till now. So Janet in Ant-Man is shown as being able to use quantum energy, so that means that she has the quantum in her. So if Scott was unaffected by the snap because of the quantum realm, you could theorize that Janet should have been unaffected as well, because she was in there for so long, she's kind of bonded with it.
But she disappeared.
Yeah, so maybe it is because he's just one of the half that...
Yeah. Oh, that's another thing I was going to ask. Was there a rhyme or reason to the half, or was it just because half is half and it's even?
See...
Because, let's see, who goes away? Bucky, right? And Black Panther?
Black Panther, Bucky, Groot, Nebula... Oh, Nebula's already dead. Not Nebula.
I was going to say...
already dead.
What?
Wasp.
Goddamn.
Mantis.
I'm fucking up the list.
Technically, Wasp does go away.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
Fair.
Mantis, Wasp, Drax, Strange, Peter, or Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Dr. Pym, Janet.
Well, Spider-Man had to make the PS4 game. That's why they had to remove him from the shit.
Yeah,
God,
he was
Jesus.
busy.
No, but okay. But is there? But I'm trying to think. We're listing it out loud. I still don't hear a pattern.
Yeah, I don't see a pattern
No,
at
right?
all. I mean, I guess Bucky for Cap, Groot for Rocket.
Fair. Oh yeah, maybe it has something to do with that. Oh, okay. Black Panther who?
Spider-Man.
Because Black Panther and his right hand went away, right? Mrs. Spear.
No, she's still alive.
Oh, she's still alive? Oh,
Yeah.
so okay.
Michonne,
So it could be.
I honestly don't know her name in the MCU, but
Right.
it's Michonne. Yeah, it's Danielle Gru. I don't know how to say her last name, but
Right, her.
Yeah.
So her and Black. So Black
She-
Panther
she's
disappeared.
alive.
She stayed.
Yeah.
Okay.
And she did that really well. Her like that look of fear. That was choice acting. But I guess it's for an emotional punch. You know.
Right. So it really does seem like they're counterparts. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So there are counterparts. It seems.
But there's real no rhyme. I guess that's how it would work in the MCU. But Thanos just did it in the comic because he wanted to impress Death.
Oh really?
Yeah, that's his whole motivation. He's got a big heart on for Death, and she doesn't notice him. So he does all this to get her
Notice me.
attention. Yeah, exactly.
That's why he did the finger hearts and the and the. That's why he did finger hearts in the movie because he was trying to impress her.
Notice me. Yeah. So that's a lot of the theories there. I don't know how many of them are valid. The time travel one seems a little more valid than most, but it doesn't make sense to me.
Isn't that weird how that could be the case? But that's totally right.
I just don't see what they would do to make that work. What I think is actually going to happen is Captain Marvel's going to come in. She's going to beat the shit out of Thanos. Thanos is going to beat her back. The rest of the Avengers are going to come in. Cap's going to have his tough guy moment, where the gritted teeth. And what I hope would happen, just because it'd be like, oh yeah, fulfill my comic book wishes, is somehow the gauntlet flies off, Gamora gets it, and reverses everything. Because or Nebula, I keep confusing them. Nebula gets it and reverses everything, because that's exactly how it goes down in the comic.
Ah.
And then Adam Warlock gets it. What if Adam Warlock shows up? Holy shit, that'd be cool.
That'd be wild.
Yeah. But yeah.
So, with all that, all I can think about is, did Thor really use an axe at any point in the comic?
Oh yeah, Stormbreaker's real.
Okay, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was awesome.
Oh,
I mean, the name is badass too.
super cool.
So what else then? What else? Any other thoughts? Anything? Any open-ended questions? Where are we going from here?
Just I'm excited to see where Phase 4 goes. As you said earlier, with the Fox merger, now we have the potential for an X-Men versus Avengers movie, which would be fantastic. With Captain Marvel, they introduced the Skrull and the Kree, which leads to a secret war. We could have a Civil War 2 now that we have Carol. And I'm just happy that we will more than likely, I'm going to say 99%, get a legitimate Fantastic Four. Because that's one of my favorites. It wasn't initially until I read Marvel Zombies, and it's because of that, but I got more into the characters, and Reed is a fascinating character, and kind of a dickbag. To you Rick and Morty fans out there, the Council of Rick is based on Reed's Council of Reeds, which is basically all the Reed Richards in the multiverses got together and were like, we're the smart guy around here, so let's just brain on each other. Have a circle jerk of smarts. But the Fantastic Four is cool as hell. I love the Human Torch. I love the Thing. I love Miss Fantastic. Invisible Girl is coolest power in the Marvel universe. It's not that she turns invisible. It's she has kind of like light manipulation.
Mm-hmm.
Like she can create a force field in someone's brain and pop it like a bubble.
Right.
Yeah. But big thing. That means we would also get Dr. Doom, who's one of my favorite villains of all time. Doom's just a badass.
So with the acquisition of the rights from the Fox former Fox franchises and all that stuff. Do you think any of that's going to get introduced into this movie at the end or something, or lead into it?
Too soon.
Too soon, right?
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure production's already wrapped, unless they do some like last minute shoot, because it's what's today? It's a little over a month away.
Right.
Yeah, 26th. So I don't know. That's a good question. Like, what is going to be the post-credit scene for this? What will they show us? What will they tease? Hard to answer. I really don't. I couldn't hazard a guess. Anyone in the comments want to give an answer? We'd love to hear what you have to say about that. Because I'm a big comic book fan, but I'm sure there are those of you who are much, much bigger than I am. But yeah, those are my musings, my thoughts. It really grinds my gears.
And if you guys have any follow-up thoughts on that, any corrections if need be, or any type of insight at all, do let us know at disconnectedcastmail@gmail.com or in the comments below. And if there's enough response or anything that we really do need to address, we will address it either in the next proper podcast or another special. And if you guys do like the idea of us doing these specials every once in a blue moon, do let us know, and maybe they'll be sooner rather than far apart.
Yes, please voice your opinions. Correct me where I was wrong, and just add your own thoughts to the conversation.
And until the next podcast, which you can catch us at disconnectedcast.com every Monday at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time, we'll have the new episode there. And until then, we will catch you guys later.
Have a great weekend.